get some big scores for their teams.
Killester through Caoimhe Moore with the drive, puts it up. That's a miss, and the rebound is with Enya Brady. And Brady finds Megan Connolly on this side, and hands in there from Aoife O'Halloran.
Yeah, way to get back the floor and get the defensive stop.
And the first basket of the game for DCU Mercy, and it's drained by Sarah Fitzpatrick.
Great assist there by Megan Connolly, who took a knock but still got the pass out to Sarah, and she knocked it down.
And Megan Connolly just took a little bang on the nose in there, but she won't mind with 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's DCU Mercy with a 2-0 lead. Cleary looks like she could do that for all the 40 minutes, but good pressure from Connolly as Cleary completes the pass on her knees. Now it's McCann, another good block and more hustle from DCU Mercy.
That's great defense by DCU there, just unlucky with the step on the line by Enya.
So the inbounds for Killester. Caoimhe Moore looks to hit the open two and does. The sides are level, 7:35 to go in the first quarter, 2 apiece.
Both teams down the score or on the scoreboard, so hopefully that'll settle them into the game and they'll get the reps up from there.
And a steal from Aisling McCann. She does have Caoimhe Moore. She may not need her if she can finish on the left, and she can. McCann for 2. Hands out from Killester. Well coached by Women's Premier League player Aisling Sullivan. Kicks it back to Black. Thinks about the 3. Crabs to the left and puts that one where she put her first attempt. And I would say the first block of many for Evie Byrne this morning. First substitution of the game, Anya McDonald. Would have been a likely starter in this game.
Yeah, Anya's getting good minutes at Super League, so she'll definitely take that experience into the game today.
Black in the corner for 2. Good score there, and the sides are level. 6:40 to go in the first 4 apiece. McDonald now into the game, looking to limit the turnovers. Back to Byrne with the drive, goes past Tia Kelly-Stevens, but the basket too, as Black again pulls up, hits it inside. It's not a great pass, but Kelly-Stevens can pluck it down. And there's some good physicality from DCU Mercy. I think they might be a little bit conscious of where they're giving up a couple of inches in size, but certainly it doesn't look like they're going to back down.
Both teams are really getting after the offensive boards. It's great to see, so it'll make the game really exciting.
It's O'Halloran and McDonald combining at the top of the key. Byrne now. It's back out for the bank shot. Missed by O'Halloran, and the fast break is on through Megan Connolly. Looks to slalom through 2 players and picks herself up 2 shots to the line. Aoife as an offensive player, well, obviously you play both sides, but as an offensively minded player, we might say, are you conscious when you're on that kind of drive that maybe the shot isn't on, but you got to get yourself something out of it?
Yeah, like you have to kind of be thinking positive that it's going in, but definitely going up strong no matter what, and then hopefully for the foul if not getting the score.
And 1 from 2 for Connolly, so it's a 5-4 lead now, 5:45 to go in the first quarter. McCann picks out a brilliant pass to McDonald. Super score there. And as a creator of that kind of basket, you really want to see it converted on the other end, but that was really well played.
That was brilliant, yeah. Great vision on the floor and way to take it strong and get the and one play.
Timeout called, 5:43 to go in the first quarter. It's Pyrobel Killester 6, DCU Mercy 5. So McDonald will resume from the line. Misses with that one. Into the game for DCU Mercy, Saoirse Power Cassidy. Not her first time on the floor at the National Basketball Arena this week. Part of the Holy Faith Clontarf side that contested the Under-19A Subway All-Ireland Schools Cup final. Housden's also in the game. Two good players to bring onto the floor.
Yeah, definitely. They had big semi-finals, so we're hoping for kind of a repeat of that again today.
The drive from McCann. And just to mention briefly about Power Cassidy, had a storming performance for Holy Faith Clontarf. They were up against Ardscoil Rathangan in the Under-19A final. She really was a leader on the floor for the North Dublin school, but it was Rathangan, primarily, it must be said, through Claire Mealy with a 37-point performance. I think she had just as many rebounds as well. It was ridiculous.
Fair play to her. For such a young player, she's really making an impact in Super League this season. Been really key for Portlaoise Panthers this season in the Premier League, so she's definitely one for the future. She's going to be a great talent.
She's actually a stat leader in the Women's Premier League on rebounds, would you believe?
Wow.
Yeah. But Power Cassidy, a really big game on Tuesday for Holy Faith Clontarf, and hit the massive three to tie it up at 66 apiece, but his team fouls eventually, and 20 of Melia's points came from the free throw line, and that's where the game was iced. And here she is.
Yeah, well, Saoirse will take a lot of, the experience of that, and she'll not want to lose two this week, so she'll use that and try and field the win today.
Housden's with an offensive rebound.
It's good hustle.
Play continues with Ashley McCann. McDonald wanted the quick outlet, but it's with Moore on the right-hand side and back to McCann. Byrne now. Good screen from Byrne, sets up McCann. And that one's just a little to the left as Kelly Stevens rebounds and feeds Power Cassidy. DCU Mercy statistically in this competition, one of the teams with the most double-barrelled names.
Definitely, yeah. I have no notion why that is, but yeah.
And it is worth pointing out that Erica Cody Kennedy-Smith, the player of significant Premier League and National Cup experience, should have been starting today, but for that badly damaged ACL, which she did in the Women's National Cup back in December. So she's on the sidelines today.
Yeah, and a big loss for DCU today, but look, she's their number one supporter from the sideline and stuff like that, so she's trying to be the best team that she can from the sideline.
Power Cassidy beat the buzzer and gets it back. 13 on the shot clock now. She goes again, feeds Housden's, and just...
It was a nice idea, just unlucky in the pass.
Changes again for Pyrobel Killester, checking into the game. Ali Connolly. As Evie Byrne takes a seat. Here's Kiva Moore, there's pressure on her now.
It's good defense there by DCU.
Yeah, and the high five between Power Cassidy and Enya Brady. You'd feel that was very much a forced turnover. Good pass inside to Housden's, but two players waiting for her.
Good double team there by Kester, forcing the turnover.
Sometimes when you're trying to sum games up, you'll look back in a game and you'll see that the scores were down, and you might be kind to offense by saying defenses were on top. But actually, I think it's fair to say in this game, there's some excellent defense going on so far, and the baskets that we've seen have had to been very, very good.
Absolutely, yeah. Both teams playing man-to-man, and it's just really aggressive, really, straight up D, and they're getting some good stops.
There's Power Cassidy now. Jinx to the left.
Possibly could have gone up with that herself. But way to finish strong by Tia and get the two shots.
Timeout called with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Killester 6, DCU Mercy 5. Play resumes with Tia Kelly-Stevens at the line. It was a well-worked possession with the drive from Power Cassidy. And that's the lead now for DCU Mercy. 7 points to 6, 3:07 to go in the first. McCann is open for three. And that's what good players do. They take the opportunities that come their way.
Yeah, she's seen she was open, she stepped up, she nailed the shot. They're going to need her doing that all game.
Inside to Housdens. Housdens on the spin. And it's good offensive rebounding, but not enough composure to convert. And McCann sets off. Brady nearly got in there. It's back with McCann. Aoife O'Halloran's the option to the right. She goes with Moore on the left. McDonald at the elbow. It's back out for another open three. That one's short, but we're seeing a difference in shot options being taken now by Killester. 2 minutes to go in the first. Here's Enya Brady. Kelly-Stevens inside. Just needed a little bit more zip on the pass and holds up the hands of apology. It's over the top for Kiva Moore, who just can't get there before Enya Brady wins the foot race. As Housdens checks out, is it Megan Connolly who's back in?
Sarah Fitz, I think.
Sarah Fitzpatrick comes into the game and changes on the Killester side too.
Ali McGrath for Aoife O'Halloran, I think.
And there should be a law about ponytails obstructing jersey numbers. But here come Killester. Nice handle from McGrath there.
Both teams are getting an awful lot of offensive boards. The defense really needs to pick up and box out.
McCann has been a big player for Killester in this first quarter. She's had, I think, 7 points as they lead 11-7 now. 1:22 left in the first. And that was a bit rushed from DCU Mercy, and here comes McCann again. Inside to McDonald.
Okay.
Takes the return.
Great cut, just unlucky on the finish.
Yeah, good move there from Ali McGrath. It's back with DCU Mercy and Megan Connolly. Power Cassidy fires it to Brady. It's into Kelly-Stevens. Can she get turned to McDonald? She can. Will it fall? It won't. And it's over the top straight away from McDonald. The fast break is on again. It's 2-on-2. Should be the conversion there, and well followed up there by the number 9 for Killester, Ali Connolly. 13-7 now. .30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brady. Saoirse Power Cassidy goes inside. Will she go all the way? Yes, she will. And that's that big game mentality we were talking about.
Yeah, that's brilliant there from Saoirse. Way to step up and get the game back to a bit closer before the end of the quarter.
Connolly with 3 on the shot clock and on the quarter. And there's still 2 seconds to play.
And Emily Black just coming in there for Enya Brady.
And Kate Mulligan also making her first appearance of the game. So 2 seconds left. Is it enough time to conjure something? No, it isn't. So, end of the first quarter in the Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. It's Pyrobel Killester 13, DCU Mercy 9. Second quarter resumes with a 13-9 lead. Cut short almost instantly by Emily Black. Inside, good cut from Kiva Moore. Can't get the shot. That's a big collision in the paint. Megan Connolly, not her first dust up of the game, so she picks herself back up from that bounce with Ali McGrath. So it did look like DCU Mercy had the edge on defense in that first quarter, and yet it's Killester in the lead.
Yeah, I just think that's coming from DCU just failing to box out on one or two shots, and Kester really capitalising off the second chances.
Big three-pointer attempt from Power Cassidy. About 25 feet out on that one. McGrath zips it inside, and somehow Ali Connolly makes light of the fact that she had two defenders trying to get past her.
She made that look very easy. DCU really need to stop the break. Kester are killing them right now.
And that time it was Sarah Fitzpatrick who made the last gasp recovery on Anya McDonald. Killester really knowing when to push it in transition. And it makes him look particularly lethal as Kiva Moore finds Ali Connolly, and now it's back with McDonald. Nearly another second chance opportunity for McDonald.
Yeah, they're really getting after the boards. It's brilliant to see by the post players.
And we do have bona fide post players on both sides today, which isn't always the case.
No, great height on both teams and stuff like that, so it's great to see.
Well played, Ali McGrath. She goes past two, can't find her way past Kate Mulligan. What can McDonald do?
Push in the back there by Sarah Fitzpatrick on Anya McDonald.
No major foul trouble to worry about as of yet. Evie Byrne is on the bench for Killester with 2 fouls. That's the first one picked up for Sarah Fitzpatrick. McCann, it's open for McGrath. Makes it stick.
Kester really stepping up, taking them open threes.
That's 18-11 now, the lead, the biggest we've seen. Double substitution for DC Mercy as Housdens and Brady come back in for Megan Connolly and Kate Mulligan. Mulligan with a eye-catching contribution on defense there. Here's Power Cassidy. Brady to Black. No way past Ali McGrath with 2 seconds in the shot clock. And it sounds and play will continue through Aisling McCann. And Ali McGrath is just live wire footwork, but it's inside. Aoife O'Halloran with the first miss, and more second chance opportunities as Saoirse Power Cassidy puts a jackknife on Ali McCann there.
Quite often, Ross, you'll find the team that wins the offensive or the rebound count wins the game. So DC really need to get a handle on the boxing out of Killester.
McDonald and McGrath was lurking for the open three, but Power Cassidy saw the telegraph pass and feeds Black for a deep two. Just short, but had the line. That's another miss. And a third opportunity, and that one's missed too. And Killester very much let off the hook there.
Very much so.
McCann, McDonald open at the top of the key. Another miss. And the occasion is not to be ignored either. Whether you've got 200 or 2,000 people in the National Basketball Arena, There's an awful lot of moving parts the players won't be used to. Take a timeout, DCU Mercy. They trail Killester 18-11 with 6:49 to go in the first. So 6:45 to go in the second, I should say. Ashley McCann is at the line. The rebound from Tia Kelly-Stevens feeds Power Cassidy. Here's Brady at the baseline. Last gasp recovery from Ali McGrath. McDonald lurking on the weak side, but the shot comes up from McGrath. It's back with McDonald now. Another open three opportunity. And this one is showing how crucial these open opportunities are, especially when they're being converted, as Killester lead by 10 points for the very first time. Mercy need a response. Housdens could help make it happen with the offensive rebound. So 21-11 the lead now, Aoife. Yeah. And how exactly, I mean, are they still rocking the man-to-man defense?
It might be a time for a change-up, and Kester are on a real run here now, and DCU are going to need to do something if they want to stay in this game.
How exactly does that happen when you're assigned to an individual player and these open threes are happening? Are players just getting sucked into the wrong parts of the court?
Yeah, I think Kester are doing a great job at driving and kicking it back out, so that's resulting in the DCU players being sucked in into the key. But they're going to have to do a better job to get out of them threes. Kester are really hot at the minute, nailing down the big shots.
Travel called on Anya McDonald. So 5:32 to go in the second quarter. 21-11 the scores. Fitzpatrick now. Just didn't have enough gas on that one, but she does get a trip to the line. Foul called for Anya McDonald, her first to the game. as Fitzpatrick dusts herself down to hit the first one. And makes the second two. It's back to a 4-possession game as Byrne checks back in.
Kester doing a great job at running their bench, keeping everybody fresh. Will help them down the stretch.
Of course, Aisling Sullivan is coach to a number of players on the court, but will be teammates for them tomorrow. And most likely will be looking to keep some of that first string fresh for the decider against Team Montanati Hotel. That's a game that you're going to be on commentary for as well, Aoife.
Yeah, I think it's lining up to be an absolute cracker of a game. Like it's too close to call. Glanmire going for 3 in a row, and Kester looking to get that win over them. And you know, after the last year, they're going to have a lot of hunger to get back and correct things this year.
A new look Killester, would be fair to say. Good turnover there, well earned by DCU, and a good basket for Fitzpatrick. And to bear in mind, Killester were leading by 10 points, and they're now just leading by 6, and the 4 points have all come from Fitzpatrick with that basket and 2 from the free throw line.
That's excellent there from the DCU captain, really stepping up and being that leader that they need her to be today.
Oh, that's a good basket. Aoife O'Halloran spins at the top of the key and makes it 23-15 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Killester's shooting has been really sharp today, like everybody's stepping up and hitting the shots when they're open. Good boards there by Sarah.
And Killester led off the hook once again with a second chance score, but it was superb rebounding from Fitzpatrick. Killester traversing the court with the ball and hitting the 2 through Ali Connolly. 10-point lead restored just like that.
That's Ali's second time taking it strong to the basket with being, 2 players on her, and getting down 1 play out of this is brilliant by her.
Chance for the young Killester player to make it a 3-point play. Nails the bonus. So the biggest lead of the game with 3:55 to go in the second quarter, 26-15. Fitzpatrick is heating up but can't find Kelly Stevens inside, and the break is on again until Rachel Housens intervenes. Kiva Moore has gone from being the player in a position to hit the fast break to scrambling back. Good score there for DCU Mercy. Doesn't make it as far as even Byrne. Housens now. Comes off the leg of Byrne. Tia Kelly Stevens is the intended target. Timeout called. 3:11 to go in the half. It's Pyrobel Killester 26, DCU Mercy 17. Saoirse Power Cassidy has delivered when called upon on a number of occasions this week in the blue of DCU Mercy and the red and white of Holy Faith Clontarf. .246 to go in the second quarter. Just getting back to strategy, Aoife. Have we seen any particular changes, and should we see any particular changes from either side?
Kester threw in a press there a couple of minutes ago, and they forced a turnover or two from DCU, so they'll be looking to stretch the lead through that. And then from DCU, they seem to be sticking with that man-to-man offense or defense. Bringing a new player here now, Sinead.
Is it like Madonna? Is she just Sinead?
Just Sinead, yeah. Sinead Henderson.
Here's Byrne. Bit of a mix up there between herself and Aoife O'Halloran. It's a DCU ball, and that's exactly what they needed, with the gap down to 7 points. A big stop. So 2 minutes to go now in the half. A 7-point lead for Killester. McDonald needed every inch of her wingspan to keep Rachel Housens at bay, as McCann had to do the same with Megan Connolly in the way. Fitzpatrick feeds Power Cassidy. Connolly inside to Sinead Hessian. Travel call there. Traveling, it just seems to be one of those things that tends to happen more on the big occasion when there's just a lot more to take in. It can be just that little bit more difficult to focus on the basics. As McCann looks to hit the runner. But more rebounding in there from McDonald and for O'Halloran. Fitzpatrick at speed, finds Connolly. Can't get around Ali Cleary, but Ali Cleary can't do it legally, it would seem. Colony's on her own, but it's back with Hessian. Gets the footwork right this time, but it's back with O'Halloran and McCann. Good passing is teed up Kiva Moore. Again, just that zigzag, letting the ball do the work down the court, and a good finish from Kiva Moore.
A great ball movement there by Killester, really, and then just finishing strong with the shot.
There's just 30 seconds to go in this half, and the fast break again is on as Kiva Moore checks back in, feeds McCann, takes the bump, and she was the bumper as opposed to the bumpy, it would seem. Offensive foul called.
Good defense there by Megan Connolly, getting back, getting her body, putting her body on the line, getting the stop.
Bumper and bumpy, they're basketball technical terms, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So 28-19 the score, 19 seconds to go in the half. Power Cassidy was issuing instructions and maybe just forgot about the handle there for a second. Emily Black is back in the game. Well marshalled, but it's with Housdens as the clock continues to count down. And Housdens leads back to 7.
Great composure there shown by DCU to get the score just before the half.
Half time here at the National Basketball Arena in the Hula Hoops Under 20 Women's National Cup Final. It's Pyrobel Killester, 28 points, DCU Mercy 21. Join us in 10 minutes for the second half. 20 minutes of basketball remain in the Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final, with Kester leading by 28 points to 21. And a good response from DCU Mercy. Instant response from Evie Byrne restores the 7-point margin. Or Cassidy kicks it out to Black. McCann with the drive. Big block in there for Megan Connolly. And she's still going. Here's Fitzpatrick. Travel called on Fitzpatrick. Aoife, aside from the fact that they're leading by 30 points to 23, where are the major gains being made for Kester?
Just a quick look at the stats there. They're passing the ball and their ball movement, which is leading to their more assists and stuff, is definitely helping them. And then they're capitalising off their second chances. They've scored off 7 offensive boards, which is definitely giving them the lead.
And the gap is out to 9 points now. 8 minutes to go in the third. Kelly Stevens. Great basket there as Byrne had come in to help on defense. And you get the sense that Mark Ingle will be looking for more of that from her young post player in the second half. McDonald with the drive. And the finish.
Very strong take there by McDonald.
Talk to us about the definition of the word ankle breaker for a minute.
It's quick crossover by the guard, and just the post or the defenders trying to recover, and they just break their ankles. I really look forward to some of that by Rochelle Contreras tomorrow in the Women's Premier League final.
Contreras is in the stands today along with most of her Kester teammates. You'll see such is the club mentality of basketball that the bulk of the colour you'll see will come from teammates and clubmates before fans and supporters, and it's true of both Kester and Mercy today. Here comes Ashley McCann. Kicks it back. It's a good move from Kester, but McDonald can't make that pass from Byrne's stick. They lead by 9, 6:51 to go in the third.
It's good to see the post players working together, looking for that high-low. Just unlucky on the pass there. Good defense there by Kester.
And don't forget, coming up at 12 o'clock today, we have the Hula Hoops Men's Intermediate National Club Championship Final. A couple of the St Brendan's boys are in the house reacquainting themselves. Kieran Donaghy is over there reminding himself of another time in another jersey at the National Basketball Arena. So here's Power Cassidy. Connolly with the drive. That one's over the top. Good rebounding from Aoife O'Halloran. Killester ball. Plenty of international experience on the floor as well. Tia Kelly-Stevens and Ashley McCann, I believe, were teammates at the European Championships last summer. There's one or two more in there as well. Good work from Emily Black, and feeds Fitzpatrick. Can she finish with the bonus? Good score, and the lead is down to 7 for DCU Mercy.
Great defense there by Emily Black, and way to push the ball, get it up to Sarah Fitzpatrick, and great finish.
So often you see the bench getting out of their chair when it is a 3-point play. What does it mean in terms of a momentum shift when you score three points the old-fashioned way like that?
It's definitely a good lift for the team. It makes you get back harder, want to get a stop and get back up the floor again. Just gives you that bit of extra energy.
Missed there by Ali Connolly. Here's Power Cassidy, pulls up for 2. Good rebound from Black, and that's another crucial rebound and contribution from Emily Black.
This is great play now by DCU. They're really coming back fighting, trying to close that gap.
4 points between the sides now, and it's come from the stops they've made in the defensive end. What a response from Killester. 3 points for Kiva Moore. Seven-point lead restored. We're midway through the third, as Mercy get their wires crossed. And it's the timing of those 3-pointers for Killester as well, Aoife.
Yeah, it's every time DCU get it back to 5 points, 4 points, they just step up, hit a big 3, and they stretch that lead back out.
The break is on. It's 4-on-2. And that'll be disappointing for Megan Connolly. They had the numbers, and she opted to shoot from mid-range. Anya McDonald, chest pass to Kiva Moore. Thinks about the 3, but it's with the arriving Ali Connolly. She'll shoot it. But sneaking in there on the weak side, Ali McGrath. And a 5-0 run has restored Killester's advantage with 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Timeout call. Pyrobel Killester 39, DCU Mercy 30. Jump ball called. And to the basketball novice who sees the referee sticking their 2 thumbs up in the air, they're not just, applauding what's going on. Not that I ever thought that.
No.
McDonald draws the foul. And really the only player in foul trouble in the game still is Byrne, who's moved on to 3. Although could well suit Aisling Sullivan to keep her in reserve. But now that their 10-point lead is restored.
There's been great free throw shooting by both sides, really high percentages. It's good to see.
Mercy in particular, 86% return. And that final pass just isn't sticking for Mercy. Here's Cueva Moore. Puts the ball on the floor to see what the options are. Goes herself. Big score, Cueva Moore.
Big score. She didn't use the screen and went and took the ball on against two players and big finish.
Biggest lead of the game now with 13 points. There's 3.5 minutes to go. As Ali McGrath got caught with her hands.
It's Kellester's third foul of the quarter. They want to be careful not to pick up another one or they'll be on team.
And a second personal foul for Ali McGrath. Cueva Moore handles her way out of trouble. McDonald, the bounce pass to McGrath. It's back with McDonald.
Great footwork.
More second chance points and a 15-point lead for Killester. Cassidy trying to eat into the lead from the three-point line. Tia Kelly-Stevens combining well with Emily Black. Nearly chucked in there by Ali McGrath. Good speed down the right-hand side. Went for the Euro step, but just took a bump along the way. That's what you want to see, that kind of energy levels in the third quarter when you're trying to defend a lead.
Absolutely, they hustled back the floor, got the boards and pushed the ball back up the court to try and get the score, and they got the N1 play now.
So if you're courtside right now and you're plotting a comeback, what are you thinking here, Aoife?
Maybe throw in a press, see how Killester react to it, for try and force a few more turnovers and just keep them off the boards really at this point.
Don't forget, this is the first of 5 games here at the National Basketball Arena this afternoon. 12 o'clock, the Men's National Intermediate Club Championships final. St. Brendan's Tralee against BC, League Slip the Moonas. Then it's the under-18 men's decider between BFG Neptune and Moycullen. That's followed up at 5:30 by the President's National Cup final. CNSUC Demons, the champions, up against Mary in their first ever senior final. And top billing tonight goes to Temple Ogan GCD Swords Thunder. That one live on YouTube and also on TG Cahir from 10 to 8. Hashtag Hula Hoops Cup is the way to get in touch with us. Basketball has already trended nationally on Twitter this week, courtesy of the schools finals. How great would it be for basketball to unify its conversation and show that when the numbers come together, we really do stack up. Hashtag Hula Hoops Cup is the way to have your say on this game. McDonald over the top for Cueva Moore. And there's plenty of gas in these younger players. With 2 minutes to go in the third quarter and a 14-point lead. I got the sense that that would have killed off the game if it had gone in from McCann. She's still in control. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to have to happen. It does through Cueva Moore. Beats the buzzer. Play continues. Rebound claim by O'Halloran. Rachel Housdens finds Connolly. It's back with Housdens. Off the glass. Real necessary score there, 12 points between the sides.
Yeah, they really needed that now to keep them in touch.
More. And there's just no let up in the
3 seconds on the shot clock.
intensity.
Kester really moving the ball well on offense, like really taking their time and using up that shot clock, and got the offensive board there and a foul call.
.38-34 the score with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. As Black looks for Tia Kelly. Stevens finds her. Barely time to acknowledge the good teamwork there with 43 seconds left. 48-36 the score. Ball movement just really sucking the life out of DCU's efforts to get back in this game. But Housdon's will try and create with Megan Connolly. They're going to need this one. Well, it's swished the net, just the wrong side of it from Emily Black. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Ashley McCann now, bounce pass to McDonald. Can't get turned, so hits O'Halloran at the elbow. Fast break is on as Tia Kelly-Stevens feeds Megan Connolly. And Kiva Moore comes back to prevent the offensive rebound.
Great defense there by McCann, getting her body standing tall outside the charge zone. Really clever play.
End of the third quarter, and it was out to 14 points at one stage. It's back to 12. Pyrobel Killester 48, DCU Mercy 36. So, the fourth quarter is up and running. Squeaky bum time for the DCU Mercy supporters. They trail by 12 against a Pyrobel Killester side who have been so focused as well throughout this game, Aoife.
Yeah, they've really showed a lot of composure, and like they've an awful lot of players getting scores up on the board, like really good depth in their bench and stuff like that, and everybody has stepped up and is performing well today, which is great for them.
McDonald. Travel called. Anything popping up at you off the box score?
Just once again that Kester really capitalised on them second chances. They've scored 11 times off second chances. I think that's really been the difference here today for them.
Power Cassidy and Housdens with Brady now. Housdens well marshalled by Ollie McDonald. Byrne takes over. McCann gets out to face guard Power Cassidy, who's short with a three-point attempt. 48-36 the score. Creevermore grabs and shoots. Connolly pushing it for DCU Mercy, and Power Cassidy just can't get her eye in on the three-point line right about now. Moore with the drive, can't get past Connolly. Housdens takes over the running for DCU Mercy. Power Cassidy looks for the baseline drive, just about keeps it in. Here's Rachel Housdens. Creevermore getting down and dirty to recover, and Byrne feeds McCann.
Great fight there shown by Kester. Like you can tell they're really hungry for this game, really want to win.
Hunger, that is the word. That is absolutely the word for what Kester have shown today.
Another big difference in the game today has been Kester been 45% from the free throw or from the three-point line, and DCU are 0%. They've missed 7 shots from the three-point line, and just cup final, they can't really be having percentages like that.
Connolly to Brady. McCann got back in time. She's a foot in the line this time. Does Power Cassidy, and she'll need to keep the chin up if she needs one of those to drop to make a game of it.
McCann's been a real leader out there, slowing the game, slowing the play up, and just using the clock really well for Kester.
Power Cassidy now breaks with Creevermore for attention. Tries to chuck that one over her head. Would have been rather impressive. Foul called on Creevermore. Double substitution. Emily Black and Tia Kelly-Stevens coming in for Housdens and Brady for Killester. And I was so busy concentrating on that I didn't see who's come in for Killester.
I think it was Ali McGrath.
Creevermore sits down. She's on 3 fouls.
They need to be scoring them easy shots if they want to get back into this game.
McDonald.
It's Tia Kelly's 3rd foul.
Timeout called by Mark Ingle with 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. His side trail Pyrobel Killester by 48 points to 36. Power Cassidy can't get past the limpet like Ashley McCann. Emily Black's in the corner. And this one nestles in the basket on the balcony side of the National Basketball Arena now. 10 points between the sides. It does get a partial stop at the other end as well.
That's brilliant there from Emily. Way to step up, take the three and get a stop on defence.
Good step into the passing lane from Power Cassidy.
That's what DCU have to keep playing at that intensity if they want to get back into this game.
Byrne is back in for Killester. Pump fake from McCann inside to McDonald. Byrne hits the deck. Ball turned over. McGrath can't count. Another offensive rebound for Anya McDonald. And you can see the frustration in DCU Mercy now. McDonald is open. Kicks it back to Ashley McCann.
Great pass.
And McDonald with the miss, lets them off the hook. 10 points between the sides. What can Power Cassidy do? She keeps going. It's back to Connolly. This time it's DCU Mercy with the rebound. It's Fitzpatrick looks to draw the foul. And Kelly O'Keefe has got in touch via the Hula Hoops Cup hashtag. Great atmosphere, serious skills on display for the under-20 girls final between DCU Mercy and Killester. That's at Kelly Slats on Twitter. Thanks, Kelly. Pa is looking forward to the game later on. It's just Pa, really just Pa on Twitter. Nearly time for Mary to bring the Hula Hoops Cup back west of the Shannon. And UCD Marion in touch to wish a best of luck to all the teams in the Hula Hoops Cup this weekend. We hope it's a great weekend of basketball as always. So what can DCU Mercy do now with the gap down to single digits for the first time in quite some time with 4:22 to go in the game? An all-Dublin final, a guaranteed capital winner. Will it be Killester? And it was around about that time in the early exchanges in this game that Killester's response would come from the three-point line. It didn't go for McCann on that occasion. And here's Fitzpatrick, who's been a real leader for DCU Mercy today.
Yeah,
and
she's leading them on scoring, and she's just really stepped up when they've needed her.
3 on 2, the fast break is on with Black convert herself, but she applies to the left and right, but does go to the line for 2 shots. Timeout called as Killester look to settle things. They still lead 49-40 now though, with 3:40 to go in the final quarter. 3:35 to go. For the first time in definitely 10 minutes of basketball, it's a single-digit deficit.
Chance here to get it back to 7.
And Killester closing in on team fouls as well. So,
seeing the press here now from DCU, so it'll be interesting to see how Kester react to that. They've been leading all game now, they just need to keep that composure that they've shown all game.
and McDonald has been coming up with the goods fairly consistently in this game.
Yeah, she's been absolutely instrumental for them today, really stepped up, and you know, she was really smart, like getting the ball inside. If it wasn't open, she was kicking it back out for big threes, and just got another steal there. Absolutely brilliant by her.
Great skill from McCann as Moore keeps it alive. McDonald wide open, demanding the ball. Whether she gets it or not, it's good to see. Hits O'Halloran inside, but Black with more good defensive contribution, gets hands on it. It's with Fitzpatrick now. I think you get the sense that Fitzpatrick is just starting to tire a little bit after what's been a monumental effort. And a chance to restore the double-digit lead will fall to Aoife O'Halloran. One was enough to restore 10-point gap. There's 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Here's Emily Black. Aisling Sullivan doesn't like what she sees as the opportunities are presenting themselves. That's an unfortunate miss for Power Cassidy. And as a whole, the team in baby blue just haven't made their shots today.
Yeah, they've missed a good few easy shots that they'd normally make, and you know, it's really been the difference here today. Kester just been that bit more consistent. That's like Avine's either second or third charge of foul. That brings her on to 4.
Housdens and Brady coming into the game. Normally, yeah, that's the same swap they've run throughout the game with Kelly Stevens and Emily Black.
They're bringing on Brady here now. She's a good 3-point shooter, so they'll be looking for her to step up and take a 3. Here's Fitzpatrick. Just delayed the move to hit Housdens, and it worked out as Housdens got herself free. It's great to see DCU fighting still. Minute 30 to go and they're not giving up.
Power Cassidy ensuring that the referee's athleticism is called into play as well. Timeout called. One last throw of the dice for DCU Mercy as Ingle calls the timeout with 1.5 minutes to go. Killester 52, DCU Mercy 44. So, 52-44 the score. 8 points between the sides. Killester with 2 players on 4 fouls.
And team fouls.
Both of them are on the floor with Moore and Byrne, and team fouls 2. The last minute and a half of this game may just have slowed down a touch. Big rebound for O'Halloran to maintain a 7-point deficit. Here's Brady, Power Cassidy, the 2 3-point specialists. It's a miss for Power Cassidy. And you'd feel certainly for Power Cassidy, if it should happen, that she would play in 2 finals.
Tough week.
In 1 week at the National Basketball Arena.
It's all just about Killester keeping that composure now in the last minute. It's been really smart.
60 seconds left. 52-45 the score.
That brings DCU up onto team fouls as well. Just stopping the ball to try and get possession back at this stage of the game.
Two from McCann. So it's become very simple for DCU Mercy. They need 3 stops and 3 3-pointers and can then start thinking about winning the game. 2 will do. Megan Connolly, 54-47 now.
We really need a quick stop here now.
And nearly get it, and they have. They've turned the ball over. It's an open layup. It has to go in, and it does for Anya Brady.
Great fight there by DCU.
Rapid fire timeout call from Killester's coach Aisling Sullivan. 54-49. There's 43 seconds left. The atmosphere is ramping up as the clock ticks down. 37 seconds to go. Team fouls on both sides now. It's a 2-possession game. But Aisling McCann can change that as Saoirse Power Cassidy picks up her 3rd foul. Remind us of those free throw statistics again. 85% for DCU Mercy, 60 for Killester. Will it come into play? Well, they'll need to do something from open play first. Here's Connolly. Ball's turned over with 21 seconds to go and a 7-point lead for Killester. You didn't see you pull that one off the Jifa.
No,
nope.
Sorry, no.
Good teamwork, we'll put that one down to. That's fine.
Every one of the Killester players is really stepping up and taking their shots and nailing it when they have to.
A perfect example to Aoife's analysis from Cueva Moore, 58-49, 15 seconds to go. One-handed from Power Cassidy. 3 players on Ashley McCann, one of whom she'll pick up off the deck.
Yeah, it's just been an absolutely solid team performance, like from Killester. Their depth in their bench has been really superb today, and it's really made the difference, I think.
And the first foul out of the game is DCU Mercy's number 9, Saoirse Power Cassidy. As Erica Cody Kennedy-Smith takes responsibility for team morale on the DCU Mercy bench. I think if we see the kind of hunger and intensity across the weekend that we've seen in this game, we'll be well served this weekend.
It'll be brilliant, yeah. Like, once Killester got a lead here today, they never gave up. They kept fighting, and just never relaxed at all, and just really showed that hunger to get the win here today.
And Mercy didn't score after they brought the game back to the 5-point deficit, and it is Killester who are the Hula Hoops under-20 Women's National Cup champions. They've beaten DCU Mercy by 60 points to 49. If we're talking hows, whys, and maybe even some MVPs, give us your thoughts on this game, Aoife McDermott.
Very hard to pick an MVP because Killester had such a solid team performance. Everybody stepped up when they needed to. And I think that was the difference today, that just that unison and that passing and just the precision that they had on the floor today really did it for them today. If I had to pick an MVP, Anya McDonald really stepped up. I think she led them in the scoring and really smart plays, picking it out when she had to and finishing strong throughout the game and just being a really solid player for them. I think she had a great game.
Luckily for you and me, we don't have a role in the MVP. However, if you have called it right, you will look awesome. So for a number of these players, certainly all of them, the highlight of their career to date, you'd have to imagine. For some of them, it'll be about foam rollers, ice baths, and plenty of R&R. There's 4 or 5 of this team will be back out tomorrow for the Women's National Cup final. You've been involved in plenty of weekends where you've had to turn around from one game and another. What does it mean for these guys? Do they still get to enjoy their win?
They'll still absolutely enjoy it, like that feeling and that satisfaction of getting the win here today has nothing to take that away from them. But they'll pretty quickly focus on tomorrow's game. They know that the work isn't done here this weekend, that they have another massive task tomorrow to try and get over the line against Glanmire. So yeah, they'll enjoy this for a little while, but they'll soon quickly focus back on tomorrow's job.
DCU Mercy, of course, is a big weekend for the club. 2 teams represented at finals weekend. The under-18s are back out tomorrow against Brunel. That game is at 12:30. It's off the top of my head. You can watch that also on the live stream. And DCU Mercy finally maybe just starting to let the emotion and the occasion get to them. But they did certainly in the second half match the hunger of Killester, and I think might be a little bit unfortunate to be looking at an 11-point deficit at the final buzzer.
Yeah, there was five points in it there with about a minute to go. The great thing about DCU there today, they never gave up. They kept fighting, played hard, stuck together, and that's the sign of a true team. They can be really proud of their effort here today. Any team that never gives up it's brilliant.
Aoife, thanks for joining us. Of course, you're on duty for that Women's National Cup final tomorrow evening, 5:15. Team Montanati Hotel versus Pyrobel Killester. Up next here at the arena on a separate YouTube stream will be St Brendan's of Tralee against BC Leaks Lipnamunas. That's the Hula Hoops Men's National Intermediate Club Championships final. For now, we'll leave you to watch the presentations. There's a box score in this video will be available on demand to whoever's looking for it, and we'll have a recap on the Basketball Ireland website shortly. Thanks for joining us.